this doesn't look like Las Vegas, or at least not the way you'd expect to see it, with all the cliched casinos and all that sort of stuff. And I will be down on the Strip, I've no doubt, in the next couple of days. But the reason why I've come here to the Marriott Hotel, which is in Summerlin in Las Vegas, is because I'm a guest of a big City fan, a Blue who is probably known by a lot of people on social media, Tracy, who's from Las Vegas, MCFC Las Vegas. I'll introduce you to her in a moment, but as well as thanking her, I also wanted to thank a guy called Barry Hatch, who is a fellow who runs, he's a big City fan by the way, but he runs a company called Funbox Media. Look it up, it's based in Chesterfield, it does gaming and all that sort of stuff. So give him a look, support him, just like he's supporting me and helping me, which is very much appreciated. There's a lot of people trying to do things to help me, a lot of fans sharing videos and doing stuff on YouTube, etc., to try and help me along, and I really do appreciate all that. Now, when I was on the tram going to the game in Houston, I talked to a City fan, an American City fan, who had a very interesting take on the way that the PR works and all that sort of stuff here, and who the images are and which ones work best. So have a watch of this video, see what you think, and I'll ask Tracy about it in a minute.
Alright, so my name is Parsa Vazine, and I'm currently on my way to the Manchester Derby here in Houston. I was just talking about the impact that players like Paul Pogba have had in the United States. And even though a lot of fans might not necessarily be interested in football here in the States, I feel like the marketing impact that Adidas and Manchester United has had with Paul Pogba was able to spread his name.
Well, even the dabbing and stuff. Yeah,
the dabbing, of course, with him and Jesse Lingard in the locker room. These Instagram videos go viral, and like a lot of people in the States see this, and like the hip hop culture is very popular among the youth here in the States. So it appeals, and these names stick with them. But I feel like a player on City that's also up and coming in his marketing is, I'm seeing it a lot with Nike, is Leroy Sané, and he's starting to make a name for himself. And a lot of footballers now, like younger footballers, are into more of a fashion appeal, streetwear appeal, and you usually see a couple players on different teams, like Arsenal's Hector Bellerin is another example, I feel like, where the fashion appeal is also part of their marketing presence that they like to provide their fans.
That's very interesting. So Leroy Sané is the coolest City player in America, is he?
I think Leroy Sané is definitely one of the coolest City players that people know. I mean, we love our Agueros, and we all know about our Vincent Kompany's, but I feel like Leroy Sané is definitely making a name for himself here in the States.
So whether you're a stateside City fan or an English City fan, what do you make of that then? Is Leroy Sané the image of Manchester City? Well, Tracy, who is an American City fan, probably can give us a view. I'll get her to explain why she's a City fan in a minute. But what do you make of that, Leroy Sané being the face of City, is that right?
I think he is. I think he is for the younger crowd and for the hip hop. I'm not hip hop. I'm an older City fan, of course. I love my company. I think he's for me, he's the face of City because he's so loyal. We had a City fan whose son is very ill, and no prompting at all, Vincent Kompany found out that he was sick, showed up on the doorstep of her son's door, went in, no City managers, no cameras, no nothing, and he came in just to see this very ill City fan. And I mean, it brings tear to my eyes to think that he didn't do it for any kind of publicity. He did it for the fan, and that's why I love Vincent Kompany, because I think he's the face. He's the one that will be around, I think, even after he's done playing, I hope.
Why are you a City fan?
I'm a City fan, I'm kind of embarrassed to say, is because, well, I mean, some of you guys have you were born to blue. I heard that. You have blue in your veins. You have family that were once a Blue. I came about a Blue because of Noel Gallagher. I love him. I love Oasis. I love his music. I love his writing. I think his writing is fantastic. And he wrote a blog for the longest time that I thought was great. And he talked a lot about his love for City. So I went and investigated it and saw what he was talking about. And Rubinho, did I say that wrong?
Rubinho.
Rubinho, okay, Rubinho. That was one of the first signings, I think, with the Sheik and everything, and he talked about that. Sheik, the Sheik. And So I got to investigate it more and looked into it, and my love for City grew, and especially from the Facebook friends. I got to know more of them, and they helped me really learn the Premier League and how you English do a little bit differently than we do with the MLS. But it's way better, way better. So my love came from Noel Gallagher and Oasis, and also my dad. My dad is family's from Belgium, and he had a special love for baseball, American football, but he did love soccer too. So that's one of the reasons.
All right, thanks, our kid.
All right.
That was mint.
Love you. Bye, y'all.
All right, my name is Parsa Vazine, and I currently reside in Dallas, Texas.
My name is Francis M2K, and I currently live in Dallas, Texas.
You're a United fan.
Of course.
So we'll come back to you in a minute. It's Derby Day. What does it Derby Day in America mean to you?
So Derby Day in America for me was originally supporting an underdog team in Manchester City. I love the influx of American players back before the Abu Dhabi takeover took place. And a great player by the name of Sean Wright Phillips really attracted me to start watching the club's games. So cheering for the underdog was always the force behind me cheering for City on Derby Day.
Does that mean you're a glory hunter then?
You know, for me, Derby Day really means an opportunity, one, to get to see something incredible, something that people in England even don't really get the chance to see all that much. Coming here with the new signs, with the new manager, having a chance to be able to get back to the football, exciting football that we saw back in 2008, 2009, 2007, even just recently with players like Lewis Nani and you know, actually getting to watch football, counter-attacking football, new signings coming in. It's really just a lot of excitement and a chance to really get in the spirit of being red, even all the way over here in the States.
Let's see the handshake then, the pre-match handshake. May the best team win.
We will, don't worry.
Manchester and Houston is blue.
I'm Victoria, from the Chicago branch of the official supporters club. Originally from Manchester, you can probably tell by the accent. I've been living in Chicago for 9 years and travelled over here to Houston to see my Blue Boys beat the Rags later.
What was it like meeting Paul Dickoff?
Oh, I'm still coming. I've not come down from it yet. I've actually
Come
was like,
because he's only little.
Oh, I was trying to build up the courage like all afternoon to go over to him. He's over there right now. I can see him. To go over and say hello, because he's like a huge idol of mine when he was playing for City.
He's a little idol of yours, is it right?
Little idol. So it took, and then we were presented with a plaque from City for being one of the official supporters club branches. So I got to meet him anyway and say hello. So yeah, amazing.
You don't just support fanatically from overseas. You come over, sports club dinners and matches and stuff like that. And you've been described by a lot of City fans I've been talking to here, the American-based ones, as being like, you're worried about what I'm going to say now, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
As being like the mother of all of the branches of the American fans, is that right?
Maybe auntie would be more appropriate than the mom. Yeah, I mean, I've tried since helping to set up the Chicago branch. There wasn't really anybody
to give. A bit of American accent in there, by the
Chicago.
way.
So when I say Chicago, there was nobody really to offer advice of what to do as a non-UK branch to get set up. So subsequent branches that have set up since we established Chicago, I've tried to help explain what's involved, what needs to be done, and give them some advice along the way of what to do, how to get members, how to keep things running, keep on top of the deadlines. So yeah, I guess I play a bit of an anti-role to them.
Enjoy the match tonight.
Thank you, and it's great to see you over here, Ian.
It's a pleasure. Dickoff's, oh, he's there, yeah. There he is, little Dickoff. He's only little. Go and give him a hug.
I'm fangirled out a bit too much.
You're fangirled out, fangirled out.
Hey guys, Joey Bacon from Austin, Texas. I run the MCFC Austin Supporters Club.
Bacon seems like a good Texas name, you know, lots of beef and meat in this state.
That's exactly right. We have the best barbecue in Texas, and so we're lucky to be in Austin. We have amazing food and a large supporters club who loves City there, now up to about 50 members and hopefully growing this season.
And I believe that you've got an attachment some sort of City Watch, which I know is very well known by City fans.
I love City Watch, and I think every fan loves City Watch. It's obviously the largest fan-owned, City account, and what Stu does there is amazing, and obviously works 14-hour days, just giving us the coverage that we all love and we all want. So I helped him build the website a couple years ago, and I love seeing how all that's blossomed, and I love where it's going.
Now obviously there will be City fans back in England, and I've seen one comment from one fan who I know saying, all this stuff that's being done to the American fans over in here, we Mancunians never get it. Do you think you're getting special treatment over here?
I don't think it's special treatment. I think the America has a large market that's obviously growing right now. I think us and India and China right now are the three biggest markets that are growing, especially with the Premier League and the money that we're seeing going in to Man City from the TV rights, which is pretty awesome. So I don't think it's special treatment. I think it's good that we get to see them, every other summer that come here. It's a lot cheaper for those in the U.S. to come see Man City here live in the U.S. versus having to pay, plane tickets and go to the Etihad to see them there. So I think it's a fair treatment.
Are you excited about this coming season, second year of Pep?
I'm so excited to see this season. I think it's finally Pep's getting his players in there, and they've had a season under their belt to see how Pep wants them to play. I think everyone's going to be excited to try to win their positions, keep their positions. Obviously competition is strong, and the issue we've always had is not having enough depth to compete for 4 trophies. This season we finally have enough depth to compete for 4 trophies, and I think we'll see the benefit of that this year, so I'm very excited.